Yeah, I just hose them and just kind of just throw them over the deck, the stuff, water. Okay, guys, we're live from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific here. Kind of a cool morning, my cool birthday morning. So I figured I'd do a live stream, my first live stream at my new age, 62 today. So I figured it'd be a good day to do a live stream. I don't know why that's in there. Cactus garden. There's a Gavi right there. What do you think of that? Isn't that nice? Hey, thanks a lot there, man. 88. Wendy says, why don't you do a live stream? So hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, man. So we're going to do a live stream. And then I think later on with Krista, we're going to walk across the street to the ocean. The ocean's just through those trees there. That's where we go swimming. And we'll do a cold water dip. Water was cold yesterday, man. Same temperature as the air. So it was cool yesterday. It's still kind of cool right now this far north. So air temperature yesterday was 47 and the ocean temperature was exactly the same as the air temperature. So it was freeze your hiney off cold. That's what it was. So it's only going to get warmer. It's slow. It warms up slowly here this far north. We don't get extreme heat fast, put it that way. I've seen it in May. I've even seen some really warm days up into the 70s in April, but it's really gradual here. It's not a sudden change. Some places have very sudden changes. It'll go from cool like winter right into summer almost, but this far north, especially on these islands, I'm not going to say this far north, out here on these islands, and I think it's to do with the ocean around us, the Pacific Ocean. It just kind of regulates things, you know? So there's no extremes. There's no extreme cold, and there's no extreme heat right away. And that's exactly the way all these plants here grow. You know, we can grow all these types of plants in this part of Canada, and you can actually create a real jungle-like atmosphere just by choosing the right BLEs. And when I say BLE, that's a broadleaf evergreen, plants that never lose their leaves. Go take a nice cold plunge. It's good for it's good for you. Yeah, very good. Birthday, yeah, Adam, it's my birthday. Today, I'm officially 62 years old. And when I got up this morning, Wendy says, what can I do for you today? I said, you don't have to do anything for me today. I don't want really anything for my birthday. I don't need anything for my birthday. You know, so she made me some blueberry banana pancakes, which was pretty cool. So I don't feel any difference. And we're waving at you, UDX 483, waving at you, buddy. Adam, thanks for coming in there. Adam, my buddy Adam from Nova Scotia. Yeah, you know, I feel good. And those cold water plunges are really good. Hey, I wonder what the ocean temperature is in Nova Scotia. I should actually look. I always look at the ocean temperature around our island before I take a dip. Oh, Adam. Thanks, buddy. You didn't have to do that. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much, bro. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't expect anything for my birthday. I'm just happy you guys are in here joining in on the live stream. You know, this is just one of my hobbies. And I hope to talk to you one day on the radio when you get that radio set up in your truck. I think you said you're going to put it in your dump truck. Buddy Adam there in Nova Scotia bought a two-way radio, which is kind of cool. Every so often, once in a while, I get lucky and I get to talk to people in Nova Scotia. Now, Nova Scotia is a long way from here, and it's just funny. It just depends on propagation, the way propagation works. So if we got some Nova Scotia skip rolling in here, that's a rare contact for me. I've talked there many times. I've even got QSL cards from people out that way. So you never know. If the conditions are right, Adam, we will be able to talk even in your truck. And that's a good radio you got. You're going to like it. You're going to have a lot of fun, you know, and you'll be able to talk all over the place with that little radio. I had one in Wendy's vehicle. I had it in her CRV. I had a unit in Bearcat 980 in the CRV Honda, and then she sold it, and she didn't want it in the RAV4, so she gave it to me. I better read. I'm going to get my glasses on here because you guys are leaving me comments. There's 623 Illinois. Thank you very much. And Indiana Chris, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. And UDX 483 South Carolina. And a birthday from Mother Christian Yan. I got to get my glasses on. My eyes are bad. Remember, I did have eye surgery. I've had eye surgery on both eyes now, man. I had detached retina in both eyes. You never want that. There's the nice lady that made me pancakes right there. Adam just gave me 20 bucks. I gotta love Adam. Adam's like such a nice guy. So thanks, Adam. I never really expect anything for my birthday. My daughter sent me something. I'll have to show you what she sent me. And then my youngest son came out and he gave me something too, which was cool. What do you water? Oh, you're watering out here. So, but it's a nice day out here. Let me grab my glasses. Let's find my glasses here. Spin this around.
Yeah, you need glasses.
I need glasses, man, big time. My eyes are crappy. My eyes are so crappy. Oh, there's Bratty, little dog, by the way. That is a brat. You want a treat? Do you deserve a treat? That's the thing. Do you think he deserves a treat? Do you deserve a treat? I don't know. Let me get my glasses on, then I can read these comments. Sorry about that. There we go. Glasses on. Let's just see. I want to see these comments here. Mother Krishnan, happy birthday. Thank you very much. And UDX483, Mud Bucket from South Carolina. I'd love to see South Carolina too. Indiana Chris, thank you. And Charlie in Illinois, thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, guys. Temperature over here in Nova Scotia in the wintertime is typically around 0 summertime. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is that right, eh? Okay. That's the ocean temperature. I'll be listening and installing new kitchen sink faucet. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? I'll show you something interesting here. You see this sink? See that corner sink? That corner sink, the sink used to be there, and Wendy says, I want the sink in the corner. So Wendy did these renos years ago. She put this custom corner sink here, and we got this stack of them.
Big empty space.
Oh, that's right. There was an there was a counter, and then I had my parrot. Right.
But no window.
I had a parrot cage here. That's right.
And it was very dark in this kitchen.
That's right. They cut a hole in there. Her son is a builder. And put that in there, and look at the hummingbirds. Check this out.
The only problem with this is I need to probably extend the.
Right.
Yeah, look at all the hummingbirds.
Yeah,
There's
we got
one there,
so
too.
many hummingbirds. Big up, Liam Park. Big up, 420. Waving at you.
Oh, they're there.
There's just so many. There's so many hummingbirds here. There's Rufus and there's Anise, and they just go crazy on the feeders. Watch this. I could just stand here in the kitchen window. There's a pregnant one there too.
Look out your window on the other.
They're all around us. There's
about 6 of them
so many hummingbirds around you. You gotta love nature.
Babies.
I went out there the other day. There's woodpeckers going. There's hummingbirds. There is owls. There's eagle. Look at them.
Turn it right there and get that guy.
There's one.
Because he's gonna
right there. Can you see that?
And then someone will come and chase him off.
Oh God, there's so many of them. Krista brought these feeders. No, I think they're mating. They're definitely mating.
They're gonna.
Look at this.
We're gonna have.
Oh my God, we're gonna have so many hummingbirds. Yeah, there's some skipper. I've worked quite a few stations this morning, believe it or not. I worked 333 in the Ozarks, 29 Arkansas, did some South America. She's not a hummingbird, Wendy. But yeah, it's amazing. They just, I filled that bloody feeder up. Oh yeah, watch that kitty. Kitty can get hummingbirds. Our other cat killed a hummingbird once. And bats too. But, what's that?
Oh, my mom just brought
What shirt is that?
Grizzlies.
Whoa, cool. I got a rare Grizzlies hat too. It's actually kind of nice out, but it's cool. We're going to go cold water swimming. That's my cold water swimmer over there. But you're not on my video. No, let's see the kitty. Kitty, come here, kitty. I'll be listening on the band for you. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was on 37. It's funny. People were talking to Maui, but I didn't hear Maui in there. Hey, you. There's the brat. 62, huh? 62. Yeah, I'm 62 years old. 62 and holding. Can't believe it, man. Isn't that weird when you think about it? 62, and that means in 8 years I'm going to be 70. But I don't feel it. I just did the stress test on Tuesday, the treadmill test, at the Pulse Cardio Clinic. I go there for checkups, like every so often. That's been like a year and a half since I did the other one, and I aced it, so I was pretty good about that. I heard you and, oh, you heard me, and 473 Honolulu. I didn't hear Honolulu, but I heard people talking to Hawaii out there, which is really weird, because I always hear Hawaiian Islands, and I had my beam pointed out there too. You can see the beam up there above the palm trees. See that? Way up there. I hope those palms never touch the beam. I'd have to move the antenna. but I did not hear any. I did not hear any Hawaiian Islands, and I turned the antenna there. Cut your hair. There's a question in it. Cut your own hair. Oh no, it says add a question sticker. Do you cut your own hair?
Oh,
Well, if I had hair, I probably wouldn't do it. I go to the hair.
You shave your head.
I do shave it. Yes, I do.
You shave
When I had lots of hair, I do go to the hairstylist. I let her cut it. I let Wendy cut it. She can cut
You
it.
shave your head.
Can barely see your camouflage. You're blending in. Look at these hummingbirds, man. I just love. I never get sick of watching them.
I'm gonna have a lot.
Look at that one.
I know they're fun.
There's Annis and there's Rufus. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the live stream here. Yeah, there's a really fat one out there. I think she's got eggs in her. I think that's it right there. Is that it? No. They chase each other. Isn't that great? Look at this. They sound like, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of some sort of insect. They're like, yeah, that's what they sound like. Look at them. Isn't that cool?
Okay, have a good meeting. Okay, we'll see you.
Oh, there's 3 of them there, Wendy. Hey, there's 3 at this one now. I swear they've drank that thing just about half.
Yeah.
It was full. It was full the other day. Unreal. Look at that. There's Krista Grace.
They'll chase you with their bright orange hat.
That's that. There's Krista Grace. Bye, Krista Grace. That's where I go cold water swimming with right there, that lady walking through the palm trees. That lady is Wendy's daughter. Can you believe Wendy's old enough to have a 39-year-old daughter? Can you believe that woman's old enough to have a 39-year-old daughter and a 42-year-old son? Being busy today doing yard work. Oh, awesome, Charlie. You know what? It's a good day for yard work. I did rake up a bunch of branches the other day, and then we had more wind. And we had a windstorm, and it blew more branches into the garden off the, not off the palm trees, but off those big trees. Those trees are messy. So anyway, I raked them up. Look at that. Isn't that great? And the nice thing is that these things are here all winter long. They're all winter long, those little hummingbirds. So I boil 1 cup of water, quarter cup of sugar to 1 cup of water. That's what I do. That's her favorite latte machine. Have you seen this latte machine? Wendy bought that about 10 years ago.
No, 20, more than 20.
Oh, 20.
I've been here 23, so I probably bought about 30 years ago.
Wow, 30 years ago at Starbucks. And she didn't use it for a long time, and it makes actually the best lattes. She made me one. You making me one too?
I made you one this morning. Can you open this milk?
Here.
I can open it.
She gets me to hold that.
So in there so tight.
That's mine.
Okay, good. Thank you.
It wasn't that tight.
Yeah, it was.
I'm turning 41 in April, and my oldest is 4th year of What?
What?
You're young, man. Adam is turning 41 in April, and his oldest is in their 4th year of university. Holy smokes, that's cool.
What are they taking?
What are they taking in university? Smart kid. That's cool. Do they go to university near you in Nova Scotia? There's no universities on our island. They'd have to go to like Vancouver Island. They'd have to go to, is it Camosun?
Yeah, there's
Camosun College.
Victoria. They could go to Victoria U of F.
Oh yeah, there's UVic, right? University of Victoria, and then there's UBC, University of British Columbia in Vancouver. But that's SFU, Simon Fraser University.
Yeah, there's tons.
There's nothing here on our island, I'll tell you that. Occupational therapy a few hours away. Oh, that's cool. That's actually good. That's a good thing to take, man. That'll be very good, and they'll always get a job too, right? Cool. 41. Yeah. So Wendy's son is going to be 42.
He's got his healthcare attendant.
Yeah.
He's studying to be nurse.
Your son's studying to be a nurse. He's going to be 42 beginning of May. He's going to be 42. And then Krista's 39 on her way to 40 in the fall. Me, I'm on my way to 70 now. That woman right there, can you guess how old she is? She looks pretty good though. I mean, this is a nice, she looks pretty good. She lives a healthy lifestyle. She doesn't want to go cold water swimming though. She doesn't want the cold water swimming thing.
Tropical.
See, Wendy's speed, this woman's speed is, she likes Maui, right? She likes Maui. She likes warm temperatures. Me, I can handle warm or cold. I like the actually cold water dip, I feel. Hey, she's back already.
I would like to do an Alaska cruise again though.
So would I. Alaska cruise. What?
Did your car start?
Oh no. Uh-oh. Krista's back. Probably left something on. Did it start?
No.
What's wrong?
That's what I just said. said, did her car
Did you leave
not
something
start?
on?
I don't know.
What?
My lights weren't on. Maybe the driver's side door wasn't
You have to have everything shut. I learned that one. Yeah,
Oh
everything
yeah.
has to be shut
I have
off.
to go jump start. Okay,
I don't know
guys.
if you'll be able to.
Why?
Because of the way I'm parked.
Oh yeah, it's a bad place you park. You never. That's what I told Wendy. Never park in there because it's hard for me to jump start. No, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got jumper cables. I'll extend them.
I got jumper
I just
cables.
connect them. You just connect 2-piece pairs. Okay, gotta go jump start somebody.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you probably left
I
the
wish I knew what it was.
probably left the door open. Next time, park it at the other spot.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and hopefully this thing isn't gonna die. Where's my jumper cables? I got some here, and you got some, and there. Let's jump start. Yeah. Yeah, you could have left the door open, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think it was open?
The driver's side, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't.
Doesn't start at all, eh?
No.
Oh man. Okay, guess what we're doing? You can
But I know it's
get a
not
jump pack off Amazon. Yeah, the best things are jump packs off Amazon. Have you ever seen those? We got any jumpers? We got some jumpers right here, old school.
I got some too.
And she's got some too.
You said you can connect them?
I can just connect them. Yeah, it'll be all right. Okay, so I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump start this right here with that little Mazda. We're jump starting a Toyota with a Mazda. Nice timber. You like the timber? That's how we heat our house. We heat our house with this timber right here. That tree's probably about, I'm gonna say 250 years old. That one, because it's growing in rock. Because we cut down a small one time, it was 110 years old. So, all right, so let's do this. I'm gonna set this here, and let's just see. We'll put that there. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the latch for this one? There it is. Okay. Connect those, put the red to the red. That's all you gotta do is put the red to the red. And actually, I think actually on this side. I'm pretty sure it's on this side. Yeah, I think it'll be good, yeah. So this will be easy. Just red to red, and I'll hook them up. So, what I'm going to do, I was doing Wendy's a little while ago. Alright, so, that's good. Put the black in the black. Yeah, put the black in the black too, yeah. Okay. Right. All right. Just make sure they don't touch. They should be okay. All right. Just hold them apart. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay. They should be okay. Okay. Now, where's? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Here we go, folks. Jump starting a Toyota. I'm going to give it some juice. We're going to jump start it for right here. Hang on. Could shoot some skip in here while I'm at it too. Okay, hang on. I'm going to give it some juice. All right. This is my Tram 300 mag mount. That's the antenna I use right there. All right. Let's see. I can't believe I'm still getting internet. Okay, try it. There you go, man. You guys are involved with the jump start here. Started. It started. Okay. What's that? It is. Or maybe.
Shut off.
Oh.
Looks like.
No way. So it stayed on? You don't watch that. Okay, did it. So keep those. Yeah, one day you should invest in a charge pack, a little charge pack. On Amazon, you can actually jumpstart. You just plug it in and it charges. It gives you like 10 charges.
Yeah.
You can jump anywhere. Hook it up your battery, charge your vehicle, and then once it goes dead, you just plug it in again to the wall, and you get more charge time.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called charge packs. Right, guys? Charge packs. There we go. Pretty good signal.
Thank you.
There she is. See that lady right there, and you're in here because that's my cold water swimmer. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't cold water swim. Don't leave your lights on.
Yeah, I think it's that light in the back.
What inside?
Yeah, I feel like it's.
Oh.
Looks like it's straight down.
Okay, that's what it would. That would. Okay, watch yourself. That would make your battery go dead.
Usually that light goes on, and I shut the car off, and then it just goes off. It fades off. So I think I should have it.
Maybe there's a switch on the dash or something. Okay. Good investment, yeah, Charlie. I think that's a good thing. Got her done, Adam. Got her done. So that's her Toyota. I think it's a Tundra. It's actually a really nice 4Runner.
Oh yeah.
Put it on. Okay. That's Wendy's daughter, Krista. Okay. So let's back this baby in. Wonder if there's any skip coming in here. Let's check this out while we're in here, guys. Check her out. Okay, ready? I've shot skip in this parking lot.
Are you sure it's them?
Let's see if we can get some. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to these guys. CQDX, 791 Gulf Islands, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I'm gonna go park in the, maybe in the front. CQDX calling CQ, 791 Portable, 791 Portable, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about that Missouri station? How about a Missouri 791 in the Portable, 791 Portable, Gulf Islands? How about it, Missouri 791 Portable, Gulf Islands? All right there, Nikki, we got you blasting into the Portable. I'm just sitting in my parking lot, my driveway here. Hey, Nikki, down there in Missouri, cheers and 73s, 791 Portable, waving. All right, take care there, Nikki. 791 Portable driveway, 791 Portable, Gulf Islands on the side. 73s. All right, so we got out in our driveway here. Just got a modified 878 bass mic. Oh, I have one of those. They're good mics, man. Yeah. So that's what you can do in your Portable there, Adam. Sitting right in my parking lot, right in my driveway here. See this? You can see the shack way over there. There's the beam. That's where we are. We have three driveways here, so I'm in the, you're getting an 8-pill, holy cow. I'm just running this crappy little thing right there, but it works pretty good. I'm running an RM 203P. You see that? 623 Charlie, 623 Charlie, 791 Gulf Islands.
Hey, Joe, happy birthday.
Hey, thanks a lot there, man. Hey, you're coming into my portable real good. 623 Illinois, 791 Gulf Islands portable.
Hey, Joe, can we take it down to 36 or 36? Channel 36, QS1.
QSY. About 623 portable, 623, 791, 623 Illinois, 6791. Hi, Ima. Happy birthday.
35 for a moment. 35.
QSY. About at 623 Illinois, 791 portable.
I got you, Joe. I got you. The fans are pretty busy today.
Yeah, not too bad here. It's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet in my portable here. You're coming in good. Hey, Ima. Good to see ya. Thanks, Ima. Vero Beach, love it. Wish I was there. Yeah, you're sounding good, man. I'm glad you can hear me okay. I got a bunch of trees around me here. Got my little Tram 300 mag mount, so I'm happy I'm making it out.
Yeah, we're at around 67 degrees right now. 67 degrees. It's a beautiful day. I was outside doing some yard work, trimming up around the house and stuff with the weed eater. Just enjoying the beautiful weather. Tomorrow and the next day, we're supposed to see a highs in the 80s.
I'll take that, man. I need to head over to the land of Lincoln. It's cool right here right now, and a light drizzle coming down. It's only around 49 degrees there, QSL.
Yeah, QSL. Now, well, it ain't bad, 29 degrees. We had 49 the other day. One day it got to 90. That night it got down to, I want to say, 30 to 40 degrees that night. And then the next day it was back up to the 60s and 70s.
That's cool, man. That is nice, warm weather, man. You got to love that. Yeah, I think we're going to get some showers for the next couple of days. And that's okay. The warm weather's on its way. But hey, I'm glad I can make the trip to you. This makes me kind of happy here, sitting in my portable on my birthday, waving at you, Illinois, man. Yeah, you're sounding good, Charlie.
Well, you're sounding good in the portable. What kind of power does that arm really do with that mower? Does that do about 200 watts?
Now we're pushing about 200 whiskeys, 200 watts here, and just through a little Tram 300 mag mount.
I'm doing a good job. If you're on the base, it'll probably be a little better. You're doing about 3 by 5 right now, 3 by 5.
Yeah, this radio I bought in 1979. This is a really old radio there, QSL.
Yeah, QSL is doing a job for you. It sounds good, modulation's good. Is that radio ever been modified? Do you have extra channels put in that radio, or is that stock?
No, I got it modified way back then. I think it was around, I bought it in 79, new when I was 15. And then around 1980, 81, I think it was 81, I got it modified. It goes way up into
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm on quite a few of your videos, and you do quite a bit of videos into the truck, but we can get a live stream on the truck. We can have the internet with Starlink and stuff. You can go all the way out to your truck. I'm watching your live stream right now as you're talking to me, and you got pretty good quality on it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man, because that Starlink is way away from me. I'm going to tell you, I'm probably about 200 feet away from it there, QSL. It's reconnecting. Okay, we're reconnected now. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm just facing the camera out there. Can you still see me? I got it facing on the palm tree right beside me here. And then I see CR88 is in there waving. We're waving at you too. If you get in there, CR88, you might be able to hear Charlie. Charlie 623, he's in Illinois. I think CR88 Mobile is in Nova Scotia there, Charlie. Still live. Cool. I know, I log, well, I try to log, I really log the long distance stuff now, but all my stuff is virtual logged. So if I talk to you, it'll be on my virtual log, which is YouTube there, QSL. Yeah, that'd be suck if they took my YouTube away, man. I've been doing it since 2008, you know?
Yeah, well, Joe, Charlie Romeo, he's in Illinois. Charlie Romeo, 88, he's in Lincoln,
Okay, Illinois. Sorry, Charlie Romeo 88. Yeah, Illinois. Sorry, my bad. It's Adam's in Nova Scotia, and actually Adam is in my live stream as well. He ended up buying a radio to put in his truck.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we had quite a few people on the live stream. Got 5 viewers, I think.
In town, I'm going to go for a cold water swim. Going to walk across the street and jump in that ocean. Oh, it is. It does take a tough time. It takes a while to get used to it. But once you start doing it more, it's quite easy. So the first time I ever did it, man, it was awful. I was in and out of there so bloody fast. Wendy will refuse to go in that cold water. She likes the water temperature to be nice and warm. Right on, brother. Okay, so I'm going to shut my truck off. I'm going to head out now, and I'm really happy I talked to you. I'll do this live stream. I'll continue on, and I'll be in the house or the garden. So I'm going to shut the truck off. But hey, thanks, Charlie. Thanks for coming back to me from Illinois, 623. You definitely made the gate on the live gate, the first one there, QSL. Have a good day, Charlie. 9 Alpha Tango 791 Portable, Gulf Islands, QSX. Okay, there we go. Did it, man. That was awesome. I'm quite happy about that. First live gate I've ever done in my truck. So yeah, ocean temperature in Nova Scotia might be definitely different than ours then, right? So it's rare that the ocean temperature here ever goes below 44 degrees. It usually goes down. Coldest you're going to see is 44 degrees. Cover this up here. There we go, my old Citizen MPL5. When that thing goes, I think I'm going to put, I'm probably put an Anytone in here. Might use my unit in Bearcat in here. Who knows? Okay, so I got to find my jumper cables. Where are they? There they are. There's my jumper cables. Right. All right. That was good, Charlie. That was awesome. So there's where I was talking in my little Mazda B2300. There's my antenna. Tram 300 Magma. That's all I'm using right there. That dinky little antenna. And I just have it going in through here. I just have it going in through the back window here. Just the slider, right? Isn't that crazy? Just like that. Super easy peasy. Really simple antenna. Oh, you got the same antenna. They're good. You know what? I've talked all over the world on that bloody thing. I kid you not. Talked all over Europe. I've talked to Northern Europe. I've talked to Scandinavia. I remember one time I was coming home from work and I hear some skip in there, and it was Finland, 53 or 56 Delta X-ray, 113, I think it was. Yeah, Panu out there in Finland. And then I've talked to Scotland on it and all over the place. Belfast, Northern Ireland. On Lincoln 2 Plus. Yeah, they're good radios, those Lincolns. I like them, man. That is awesome. I'm going to put these jumper cables back. There's my garage. So, yeah, it's going to be nice when it warms up. I can't wait. The ocean temperature here gets into the 70s. We get into the 70s in the summertime on the west side of our island. This side of our 70s. But the west side of our island definitely warms up. It's really nice. You can stay in there for hours if you want. 75, 76. Once you get used to it, it's quite nice. So let's just put these back here in my shed. This is the shed beside the shack out back. So Krista's got to learn not to leave lights on in her vehicle because I've had to jump start her before. So yeah, it's starting to rain here now. I'm gonna get into the house where it's dry, nice and dry. Did you make me a latte?
Well, this is after.
What the? She made me a birthday latte. It was weird. I was in my truck doing a live stream talking to Charlie in Illinois. Yeah, I was talking. So in the live stream, I'm in my truck talking to him on the radio. It was kind of cool, actually. So it's the first time I've done one in the truck. I'm going to build a custom super compact 3-element for a semi that I can. Oh, that'd be cool. Wow. Can you imagine? Well, you know what? Yeah, jump pack. I think Charlie, I think Krista needs to get a jump pack. I think you're right. But she left her light on. And she's done that before. Backlight. In the vehicle. In the vehicle. So you can see my beam right there. There's my 3-element Yagi up there above the palm trees. You see that? Right up there. But, Motormouth Mall, and there's actually a video of him on YouTube. Motormouth Mall, I think he's around the San Francisco area. He actually has one on a telescopic tower, on a small little telescopic tower on the back of his pickup truck. And there's a video of it, and I think the video's from like 2012. And it shows him raising this beam antenna up. It's pretty cool. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get nice and close to Mr. Hummingbird there. So, yeah, Motormouth Mall's got one of those things. Should be able to raise it 10 feet above the truck. That would be cool. Look at that. Get any closer than that, you'd be touching that hummingbird. I appreciate that, Charlie, for contacting me in my mobile. Waving said, got to cut some grass. Okay, cool, man. Are you going to be alive tomorrow? I'll be alive. Hopefully I'll be alive. Oh, you mean on the live stream? Yeah. I could try a live stream. If I'm not busy doing stuff and I'm not working tomorrow, yeah, I can do. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I could do a live. I do like these lives. They're lots of fun. So have fun cutting grass. I like the smell of cut grass. That's the smell of spring. Look at that little guy just sucking back that juice. Unreal. Can you believe it? Man, if I drank that much sugar water, I'd have diabetes, for God's sake. Look at this thing. That's all it does. That's all they do is just eat, 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 eat. Isn't that funny? Funny little birds, eh? That's an anise hummingbird right there. Anyway, have a good day, Charlie. Thanks for coming back. I got a jump pack with air compressor. You got an air. Oh, yeah, Adam. Wendy did finally get a little air compressor for a vehicle, but you know what? I think she should get a jump pack as well. Hey, Wendy. I should tell her that. I'm going to tell her that. Thanks, Adam. No. I think you should get a jump pack. Krista should get a jump pack for her vehicle. A jump pack. Amazon. Right. I'm going to tell Krista she should just buy one of those things. Right. So I'm going to just focus this thing out here on the hummingbirds. Yeah. I mean, I bet you that saved your ass many times, right? Having a jump pack, because I think you can jump like how many cars can you jump with that, Adam? Like 5 times, 6 times, maybe 10 times. I think I told Krista 10 times, maybe less, right? I guess when the charge pack runs out, you just plug it in and charge it back up again. But I've seen them work. They're not that big, but really powerful, right? It's amazing. Nothing special, just Canadian Tire special. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know they sold them there. So when I'm off island, I could even get one there. We have a Canadian Tire in Duncan, the closest one, just a 20-minute ferry ride, and about maybe up to a 15-minute drive. That's it. So that's cool. And how many times can you use it to jump? I'm just curious before you have to recharge it again. Is it 10 times or is it less? Cheers. That's a good latte. I'm going to over here get these hummingbirds. It's funny, they bugger off for a little bit, then they come back. Aquarium visitor, yes or no? Yeah, definitely cool out there. I got a 24 volts. Oh, so 4 times. Okay, that's good to know. 24 volt. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write this down for Krista, because you know what? She could either get it at Canadian Tire or Amazon. Let me just grab a pen here. 24 volt. Is there a brand name on it or anything, or is it just a Canadian Tire special? Let's do that. 24 volt. What do you call it? Just a charge pack? 24 jump starter pack? 24 volt jump starter. I'll just call it a jump starter. CDN Tire. Good. Perfect. And how much are they? Probably like $100 or something. I'm guessing they're probably not too much. It's worth it though, because Krista's done that more than once. She's actually run her battery dry, either leaving a door open or leaving a light on. Mastercraft. Okay, perfect. I'll write that down too. Mastercraft, because that's a Canadian Tire brand. Cool. Okay, awesome. when we were in Canadian Tire last time. It was when was it? It was in the fall, and we were looking at the guns because they sell guns there, right? And it's like, and there was a Glock replica. It was quite nice, a BB gun. So Wendy said we should get that, so I got it. It's pretty cool. It holds 16 shots. Good for shooting pop cans. Made in Arkansas too. It's kind of pretty neat. Around 100. Okay, 623. Charlie, around 100. Okay, so up here, I mean, might be the same, might be less. And then you got to factor in if I bought it in the States, of course, the US dollar is worth a hell of a lot more than ours. So anyway, I could look at them online because actually Canadian Tire probably even has them online to show us what they look like. And where did I see one used one time? Oh, I know who had one. The AA guy, the BCAA tow truck guy was starting a car in the parking lot with one of those things. That's pretty cool that they actually have that, because if you're in the middle of nowhere and there's nobody to jumpstart you, what are you going to do? If you have that thing, that could, like I say, save your ass, right? Because sometimes we go on these long drives to the West Coast, and you're in the middle of nowhere. You're driving for like an hour in the middle of nowhere, and there's no houses, no gas stations, and if your battery, if something happened, you needed a jump start. Say you went out for a walk or something, walk along a creek bed, and you left your lights on or did something stupid and you got back and your battery's dead. Well, if you had one of those things, it'd be great. I Made You Walk by Big Father 3071. What? Your hiking mate, Starsky. Your hiking mate. I'll make you walk. Where will you make me walk? Where will you make me walk? Yeah, we do a fair bit of hiking. Actually, I think when Krista gets back, we're gonna go for a hike, and then we're gonna go for a cold water swim. That's what we're gonna do. Not gonna go for a major hike there. I'm gonna put this over here so you can see the birds. You know, look at that. They're actually, looks like they're fighting each other. Look at the red head on that one. See that? Look at that. Troll radar detected. Yeah, I think it's a troll. To my house for a your hiking mate, to my house for a coffee. Starsky. Don't know. Get rid of him. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, it was a troll. Yeah, I could tell that was a troll. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the head on that thing. Nice red, ruby colored head. About 3 minutes in cold water is the sweet spot. Yeah, you don't need to stay longer than that. You know, I've stayed 21 minutes. 88, I've been into it 21 minutes the longest on a winter day. I think it was in January, and it was bad. 21 minutes is way too long. I think I actually started getting hypothermia. Look at these things. Like fighting over that feeder. Isn't that crazy? Fred, look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's like nature right at our fingertips here. Guy got time out. Good, man. Thanks, 623. Yeah, give him, yeah. I think so too. Yeah, if you see them in there, man, you guys just give them the boot. Yeah, thanks, moderators. That's why this guy's still drinking. Look at that little hummingbird. Still sipping back the juice, right? Isn't that crazy? And there's one there too. I think they're actually going to nest up in those palm trees. They're always up in those palm trees there, so I'm pretty sure they're going to nest up there. Thanks, Charlie, for timing them out. Hello, Frederick. Thanks for joining in the live stream. We're out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, off the far Pacific coast of British Columbia. And I'm just kind of enjoying these hummingbirds. Gotta run. Okay, Charlie, have a good one, brother. And happy DXing and happy lawn mowing. I used to do a lot of lawn mowing. I give the trolls a chance to be good fun. But yeah, thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. Yep. Thanks for giving them the boot. Sometimes they just kind of get out of hand. You know, I don't know what it is with them. Is stocking up on some energy so he can use later tonight. It's crazy how much like they're there all day. Like look at that little one right there. You can see its little tail, right? Like, and they burn it off so fast. Like the average person, if we drank that much sugar water, it'd be like drinking Coca-Cola all day long. We'd probably gain a lot of weight, right? Or become diabetic. But these things, They need it, man. They love it. And we got 3 feeders up. There's one over here too. That one's gone down a fair bit too. That's a pretty cool feeder. That's more of an old school feeder, but they burn off a lot of energy. Look at them out there, just buzzing around. Sorry, I'm going to go outside for a bit here. Let's see. No shortage of them. That's what they're doing. They are stocking up on energy, man. Imagine having that much energy where you're just constantly buzzing. It'd be like drinking Red Bull. Like I work with a dude, he drinks about 5 Red Bull a day. There's that. Is that the big one? One of them. Oh, there it is. No, I think that's the fat one. She's sitting on my coax. So funny. They're like the cutest little birds. Actually, it looks like it's starting to get brighter out here. There's one. I like to see how close I can get to them. It's like they fight over the feeders. Oh my God. And they're aggressive too. They're aggressive little things. Look at this one. Let's see how close I can get. That's so funny. It's back. I swear sometimes I die, but I would get diabetes. Oh yeah, no, same with me. I couldn't handle it. Look at them all. They honestly remind you of these big insects. Hummingbirds, when they courtship dive, they can flap their wings 200 times per second. Are you kidding me? Holy jeez. Unreal. I was wondering how many times per second they would do it. That is crazy. So this one's gone down too, so I'm going to have to put some more in there. And they love that tree right there, that western red cedar. So they sleep in there at night. They're hanging out in these palm trees here. And actually, they've been going to the loquat flowers too. Loquat's blooming. Loquat tree right there. And they love those loquat flowers as well. So there's a lot of things that are blooming here. You imagine that 200 times per second. And they can actually go backwards too. They can hover, they can go backwards. Kind of like a helicopter. Look at that. That's one I can always get pretty close to. Another one there. Yeah, thanks for being a moderator, you guys. I appreciate it. So I made you moderators, if you don't mind. Look at this. See if I can get closer. Little bit of an ocean wind out here. 80 times. Is it 80 times per second? Still fast, 80 times. Try flapping your arms at 80 times per second. Can you imagine? That is crazy. But they're up in that palm a lot there. Hello from Toronto. Do you have any monkey puzzles? Yes. In our garden we do have big ones. I planted them just about 40 years ago. They're big. Biggest one is I'm thinking it's probably 25 feet tall, maybe at least. 20 feet, 25 feet tall. They grow pretty slow. I've grown some from seed over the years too, from local seed. There's a guy here. How do you go live? How do you go live? I just hit the live button on here on YouTube, and then you edit it and you put in a thumbnail, and then you just hit live, and then you just go live. It's easy. I'm on the Android right now. So try thinking 80 words. Yeah, 80 words per second. That's right, Adam. Can you imagine typing 80 words per second? Can anybody do that? No. Nobody can type 80 words per second. Maybe 80 words per minute. I'm not Eminem. You're not Eminem? Oh, I see. So, yeah, there's light rain coming down here right now. It's quite beautiful out. And that's how we heat our house up there. I want to see how close I can get to one of these guys. I've been within probably about 4 inches away from one of these hummingbirds. And this is the feeder. For some reason, they like this feeder the most. I don't know why. This one always goes down the fastest. But it's kind of nice to have them by the kitchen window, because when you look out, you're always looking at these hummingbirds. Oh, thanks. Well, it is actually for sale. We just put it on the market. So somebody, whoever buys this place, is going to get a pretty palmy place. We eventually want to move over to the Big Island, right? So I've been here a long time on this place here, just about 35 years now, right? So it's pretty wild. Said hi. Hello, Susie. I said hi back. I'm thinking you were trying to say that there's a guy who sells them. No, there is a guy on the south end that actually has a forest of monkey puzzle trees on our island. He grows them from seed, and he's been growing them from seed for decades, and he actually opens it up for tours, and you can go for tours of his monkey tree forest. It's pretty cool. Jim, the monkey tree man. I'm in Canada. I'm on a small island. I'm on a small island off the far Pacific coast of British Columbia. That's where I'm located. Small island out here on the Gulf Islands. That's where we are. We're on the Gulf Islands of Canada. Way out here on an island. So in the North Pacific. But I never really put that. I like people to try to guess, so I never really put that in my live stream. I always just say Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Even when I'm talking on the radio, I like to say Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, right? And then people, where the hell's the Gulf Islands? Yeah, and I find if I do that, I get definitely more people come back to me on the radio when I talk, because they don't know. Where's the Gulf Islands? People that talk to me know where I'm at. But newcomers, when they hear me out there, it's like, where in the heck is the Gulf Islands, man? So the southern Gulf, there's about 6,000 islands off the coast of British Columbia. We're in the southern Gulf Islands, off the far southwest coast of British Columbia. The only way you're going to get here is by ferry boat, right? You're only going to get here by ferry boat. So that's how you get out here to these islands. I hear some hummingbirds over there. Yeah, it's nice with all the nature around me. That tree over there kind of looks like a monkey puzzle tree, but guess what? It's not. See that tree right there? See that one right there? You know what that is? That's called a China fir. I actually brought a few seedlings back from trial 3 years, and now I'll be getting a few more. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen one grow in Niagara. There used to be a guy that grew one in Niagara, southern Ontario region, but I think it eventually froze. I don't think it is there anymore, but it actually got to a fairly decent size, and it would get some damage on it. It would definitely get winter damage on it when it got too cold. But there was one in Niagara, which is pretty cool. They're hardier than you think. You know, the tree you really need to grow is that tree right there. And they only grow in this part of Canada. They're native. See those ones there? Those big trees. There's a wild, see that? See those trees right there? Those are called Pacific Madrona, or arbutus trees. They're evergreen. They look like eucalyptus. They're very tropical looking. They got green kind of rubbery leaves on them. They get flowers in the spring, fragrant white flowers, red berries in the fall. And the bark peels like a eucalyptus. And they need exact requirements to grow, and they don't like extremes of temperature. They don't like extreme heat, and they don't like extreme cold, and they don't like heat and humidity. Last time we spoke, did you say you were... Oh, yeah, our coastal redwoods. There's a top of one right there. See the top, see that tree right there? That's a coast redwood right there, way in the distance. I planted those as saplings. We have two coast redwoods, Sequoia sempervirens, and we have a Sequoia dendron giganteum. That tree beside it is a Douglas fir. So there's a native, and it's catching up. See the top of the redwood? There's the top of the redwood right there. And there's the Douglas fir right there. So that is a, coast redwood. Yeah, they grow here. There's big ones on our island. Big. Coast redwoods are easy to grow here. It's not a problem. There's some pretty old ones here. I know some redwoods here that were planted around 1921. Big trees. I'm just going to get in here. It's getting kind of ugly out there. I'm going to have my latte, and I'm going to watch some hummingbirds with you guys, because I like nature, man. And that's a nice thing about this place. Whoever buys this house is going to be surrounded by nature. Yeah, we're looking at the Big Island. Wendy wants to either, Maple Bay, Cowichan Bay, or up in Qualicum area, But I will miss these gardens for sure. Definitely miss these gardens. It's such a nice, peaceful place to crash out and relax. Look at that. But we'll landscape a new place. When we get a new place, we'll plant lots of palm trees and exotics, but it's going to be a smaller yard. We just want to downsize. We don't need all the land around us. I mean, it's nice to have it, but we're going to go a little bit smaller, and then we'll start a whole new landscape. I got lots of palm trees to bring, trust me. Look at that one. I think that might be a male. There's a wild dill. Who's Jack Whitley? Jack Whitley is Jack Whitley's a troll. Look at that. We got a troll in there, man. This one's always, look at that. Its tail's always flared out on that one. I think that might be a male. Yeah, it definitely might be a male. There's the fat one. There's the mama. There's the mama right there. Those male hummingbirds are the ones that will fly into the air and then they dive down towards. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I seen them rolling around on the frickin' ground last week. It's like I thought they were fighting, but I think they were mating or something. Or maybe they were fighting. Look at that. Maybe they can see me in the window. So fun to watch them, isn't it? I never get bored of watching the hummingbirds. I think there's about a dozen of them here. They look like big mosquitoes. Yeah, I think they're mating. I think those are definitely. That's a male. Oh man. You know what's really cool when you look out on Christmas Day and you see those hummingbirds out there, but they're not mating then, they're just drinking the juice. That's hilarious. Isn't that crazy? There you go, live on cam. I'm gonna have to make some more. I'm gonna have to make some more stuff, I bet you, tomorrow for that feeder. And it's, the stuff you buy in the store actually has red dye in it, and they say it's really bad for the hummingbirds, the stuff with the red dye in it. You don't want to do that. Look at that. Be cool to catch them mating, to see them in action. There's one sitting in the lilac, right? There's a little green one right there. Right there, you see that? Yeah, so I just use, like I say, a 1/4 cup of sugar to 1 cup of water. I boil it down. And, oh yeah, there's the green one right there. Can I see that? There she is. He, she, see that? That beautiful little thing. Dye is just an extra process we could all, yeah, exactly, Adam. Yep, don't put it in there. I think they even put it in butter. I'm pretty sure they put dye in butter to make it yellow. Don't you think so? I think if you make natural butter, it's not going to be yellow. I remember making it as a kid, and it wasn't yellow because milk's not yellow. So I think they put dye in there. A lot of stuff has dye in it, unfortunately, but somebody told me that when Krista brought these feeders over in the wintertime or in the fall, and she says, we just went online to get the mixture right. But and I says, well, how come it's not red? Don't you want to put red in? She says, no, don't use red. That's why it's bad to buy the stuff in the store with the dye in it, because it actually really harm the hummingbirds after a while, the chemicals in there. So natural, that's El Natural well water from our tap, 200-foot deep well, and boil it. And I just put just the sugar water and let it cool down, then fill them up. But I can't believe it. At the price of frickin' sugar, these guys are eating us out of house and home, drinking us out of house and home, these little hummingbirds, hey? I got to show you something really cool my daughter bought me for my birthday. Do you want to see it? It's in the shack out back. Let's go. Let's go to the shack out back, and I'll show you what my daughter sent. It came from Amazon. It was on the doorstep yesterday. She sent me some banana chips, plantain banana chips, big bag of them. Then she sent me some dates, chocolate-covered dates. Are those anise hummingbirds? Or we have both here. We have our anise and Rufus. We have different ones here. Ruby-throated there. Yeah. So we have anise and Rufus. Anise are here year-round, okay? They stay here year-round on our island. And then the Rufus are just back now. The Rufus go south for the winter. I don't know where the hell they go, but they fly south. So we're going to go into the shack out back, and I'm going to show you what my daughter got me for my birthday. One of the presents, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's go check it out. They love this plant right here. You want a good plant for hummingbirds? Right there. And there's a bumblebee up there too. This is ribes. This is a flowering currant, nice and fragrant. But yeah, they're very aggressive, some of them for sure. Look at this. You want to see something beautiful? We got a lot of stuff blooming here that the hummingbird's going to like anyway, but there you go. What do you think of those? Aren't those beautiful camellias? This is a nice camellia bush. Gonna miss this garden, you know, when we move eventually. Real estate's not the greatest right now, so if it takes its time, it's okay. Right there. She got me that up there. Palm Tree Avenue. It's a metal sign, actually. I think it's pretty cool. See if I can get to somebody here. CQDX, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that, Adam. I think that's pretty funky. Well, you know I like palm trees. I love palm trees. No shortage of palms. Let's see if I can talk to somebody here. CQDX calling CQ 791 Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific.
212 upstate New York, stand by.
Hey, 212 upstate New York, 212, 791 Gulf Islands waving.
Yeah, 791, where'd you say you're at?
I'm out here on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific, off the far Pacific coast of Canada, QSL. No, I'm off the west coast of Canada. I'm off the Pacific coast of Canada, out here on the Gulf Islands.
Oh, okay, you're out there in Canada on the west coast there. Yeah, you're making a good trip. I got a lot of static in here, Roger.
Yeah, you're blasting in here. We don't have a whole lot of skip coming in, but you're coming in Q5. Sounding good from New York, brother. That guy's in a mobile. Have a good one out there, New York. Cheers, 73s to you from 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. There are not a lot of skip coming in, but yeah, you're welcome there, Mark. So anyway, this is the shack out back, and when Adam gets your radio in your vehicle, there's the radio you got. We're gonna yak if we hear you out there. We'll be yakking from the shack out back. So let's head out. I'm hoping it gets better. Stay on 36 and I'll give you a try. Okay, let's do it. UDX 483, South Carolina. I'm on my ground plane right now. Let's try. How about a UDX 483, South Carolina? UDX 483, 791 Gulf Islands. That is the one, Adam. That's a great radio, man. You're going to love it. You know what? You can change. So I got a power. 429 Minnesota, 791 waving. How about that 429 Minnesota, 791 Gulf Islands?
429 Minnesota.
Yeah, 429 Minnesota. I got a Q5 on you. You're sounding good on the Gulf Islands.
Copy on the Gulf Island. Yep, you're making a good trip to my mobile here in Minnesota.
Yeah, you're slamming in here, man. I'm just on my ground plane, my 5/8 wave, man. Keep up the good work there, 429. Drive safely. Happy DXing. 9 Alpha Tango, 791 North Pacific, Gulf Islands.
All right, 791. Take care and have a nice one. 429 Minnesota.
Cheers to you. Okay, I'm on here anyway, so, but you're going to like this radio. So this, if you ever want to put it in the house, Adam, you get a little power supply like that. You can get them on Amazon. This is a 7 amp, and you just wire it, just attaches to the back of the radio, the wires. Then you can use it as a base station. Turn that on. Turn that on. You can change the color of your of your display here too. There's a bunch of different colors. It's a really good one. CQDX, CQDX, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I'll flip this around. Turn that around. How about that UDX 483, South Carolina? UDX 483, 791, North Pacific. He's trying for me, I think, out there. UDX 483. I'm on channel 36. I'm on 365 right now. So, Adam, when you get your radio, you can try talking. I'll point my beam out towards your way and we'll see. I hear, yeah, it's rare that I hear Alberta. 88, it's really rare. But I do talk there once in a while. I might get a second radio. Cool. The old fella down the road has a broken down. Oh, really? The old fella down the road is backhoe broke down plowing snow. And oh, really? So you might get one for the. Oh, that's cool. That would be great, man. Yeah, it never hurts to have two radios. CQDX, CQ, 791, 791, Gulf Islands.
383, we're clear with 383, 73, World Radio 972 East Texas, with sounding good after 923 Whiskey.
CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, North Pacific, Gulf Islands. That's, oh, there we go. Yeah, we're out here off the far Pacific coast of Canada, out here on the southern Gulf Islands, off the far southwest Pacific coast of British Columbia. QSL? Somebody coming back to me. Everybody's talking about all the good weather they're having at it, but this far north, it's just kind of, just okay. Could be worse though, right? Could be worse. Anybody else out there copy 791, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I bought that radio in 78, Starsea, waving at you. I'm waving at you. I hear you calling me. I hear somebody calling. This is UDX 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX. I'll flip this around. That's an old radio, man. Oh, you're New Mexico. You don't hear me in there? I could go to 30. I could go to 37. Try 37, 483. CQDX, CQ, 791, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
Come back with your call again.
It's warm in here. That 100-watt light bulb does it, man. It's amazing how much heat that thing kicks out, right?
Now you're talking.
I bought this February 1978, this radio. I was 13 years old. I saved up half, and my parents paid for half of it. And that was my first sideband base station. Not a lot of skip coming in. Let's try 36 again. CQ, calling CQ. This is 9 Alpha Tango 791. 9 Alpha Tango 791 out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Try again. CQ, calling CQ. 9 Alpha Tango 791. 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Not the greatest conditions. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to make the contact today there, 483.
Nebraska will be on the side.
CQDX, CQ 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How's this ground plane making it out from the North Pacific? 791, waving. 791, North Pacific, Gulf Islands. It's not the greatest propagation today. Winter's been better for me with propagation. Yeah, same here too. Summertime, it kind of dies off a bit.
Thank you so much for the comeback. Have a great day. Great age, 68. Top of Lone Star State. Way out.
How about at 68 Texas? A 68 Texas, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, waving. Not hearing me. Oh. 812 Ontario, waving at you, brother. 812 Ontario, 791 Southern Gulf Islands, off the Pacific coast of Canada. No, I don't think it's happening today.
All right, I'll see if I can do that. A lot of big trappers, QRM up here, 812 back.
All right there, 812. Yeah, just on the ground plane right now, not the greatest conditions, but thanks for coming back, brother. 812 Ontario, happy DXing. Have a good day. 791 Gulf Islands, QSX.
There you go.
73, 791 Gulf Islands, QSX.
All right, take care there. 296, you're sounding good as always out here. 636 here, Southern Wisconsin. Take care in 73s.
I'm hearing the same people you are. Isn't that crazy? I was like this morning, there's people talking to Hawaii, and I didn't hear any Hawaii coming in.
Yep, doing a good job.
I always hear Hawaii coming in here. How about at 636 Wisconsin, 791 Gulf Islands? Is he going to hear me or not? Pretty quiet out there.
That's right.
CQ calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791. 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
It's like King of the Hill. You just gotta climb to the top.
I hear somebody coming back to 9 Alpha Tango, 791. Bring her back. I'll try to pull you out of the train wreck. 791 Gulf Islands. Oh, thanks, Adam. Space, weather, government.
Up and up. Yeah, I heard you this morning. And I tried to get back to you, I guess, and I lost you. I don't know what the deal was.
I hear you out there, man. I do hear you out there waving. We're waving back at you. I hear you calling 791. But there's a few other stations in there. And like I say, I don't get out the greatest with this ground plane here. Have a good one, man. 791 Gulf Islands. This morning, the only thing I could hear was Giuseppe, 1. Oh, you heard Italy. I didn't hear any Europe in there, man. Let's try this again. Region absorption prediction should help predict. Thanks. So thanks, Adam. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm going to check out that link in a minute. 88 Illinois, 791 Gulf Islands. We did hear you out there.
Yeah, well, I switched over to the big.
I did hear you out there, 88.
Let's swing this thing south, see if I can start. You take care, 250.
You can see what I'm hearing here.
Definitely, like I say, man.
Yeah, CR88 Illinois. We got some big strappers in there, but I know you're out there, brother. 88 Illinois, 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Gulf Islands.
And 73 is 6.
I heard him 520 back to 10. Wow, crazy. That's crazy. 5 to 20. Yeah, nothing. I pointed my beam towards Europe this morning. I didn't hear nothing out there. Dead. Thanks a lot there, 88, for the birthday wishes. We got that, brother. 88 Illinois. Cheers. 73s. Have a good day. God bless. From 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Gulf Islands. Thanks for tuning into the live gate. I appreciate it, bro. 791 QSX. I got...
Man, take care. Yeah, that's not what you're doing over here. Nice audio. Take care and stay
Well, there we go. A little bit of skip coming in, eh? It pretty much stopped raining. Not raining very much. There's another plant out there that the hummingbirds like. We got some really cool hummingbird bloomers here. That vertical, but he was on 2-element. Oh, delta loop. Those are good antennas, those 2-element delta loops. I like them. Very, very good antennas. I talked to a lot of guys running those, you know. There's the Sigma Venom 5/8 wave right there. That's what I'm broadcasting on right now. That little 21-foot aluminum antenna with the 3 little ground planes on the bottom. That's called a Venom Silver Rod 5/8 wave ground plane. So I don't know, when I move eventually, I don't know if I'm going to be putting up 4 antennas. I probably will just put up 2 antennas, but I don't know. I have to choose. I'll put up my beam, but I don't know which ground plane I'm going to put up. IMAX, Antron, or that. I might use that one. It's not a bad little antenna, but then again, the IMAX gets out good too. It's tough. It's a tough decision. It'll be weird setting stuff up in a new location. I just hope I get out as good as I do at this location. You know, we want to be close to the ocean. When we eventually move, we definitely got to be close to the ocean. Right now, we're about 900 feet away from the beach, right? So I got to bring all my masts, take apart that beam. That one comes apart easily, that antenna. Adam, if you ever get a base antenna, simple, IMAX 2000 right there. It's like I showed you before, 1, 2, 3 sections, just like a pool cue. Screw it together. That's it. Region absorption prediction is purple blob. It moves across the map showing HF absorption rate. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's crazy. I have to check that out. Yeah, eventually we're going to move. Our place is on the market, 483. We did actually just put it on the market. We had it on the market, then we took it off. We had like lots of showings, and then we took it off the market. Now we put it back on the market for spring. So everything has a price. I mean, we're not going to go take any low balls, but if somebody gives us the right price for this place, then we will move, and we're going to move over to the Big Island. I mean, all my kids are over there and stuff, and we're over there a lot. You know, like this island is nice. It's pretty laid back, but there's not a whole lot to do here when you've been here for 35 years and you want to downsize. We want to downsize, right? Yeah, close to it. It's close to that. Not quite that, but close to it. I think it's 1.3. I think it's close to around 1.3, somewhere around there. So, but I mean, we'll go a little bit lower, but it's nice. It's 2 acres, lots of trees. We get lots of sun. It's very sheltered in here. Like I say, 900 feet from the beach. And not very far to the ocean on that side either. We're in the very northern tip of this island. So, and the landscape is great. I mean, it's really low maintenance landscape. You don't have any grass to cut. You got lots of palm trees. And the new place I'm going to, definitely plant lots of palm trees. We have so many plants in pots. I have a full palm nursery. So the new place will be a smaller yard, but it'll be really palmy. I'm going to make sure to plant hundreds of palm trees, put some fig trees in, bamboo, maybe a snow gum eucalyptus tree. You know, I can make it really nice. And where we're moving, there's lots of palm trees. I've already looked around. We've already looked at houses up there. There's palm trees everywhere where we're going. Big ones too. I can only live in places where palm trees grow, you see. So that means the winters are mild enough for me. That's a good price for outside. Yeah, it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's a really nice, you got your own water supply here. Got our own well, right? And it's quiet. It's safe. It's just a really good area, good and a really good climate. The climate here is really, really good in the winter. Well, you know that. You watch my videos, right? So it's a really good place to be. There's no city anywhere around here, I'll tell you that. There's no fast food restaurants on this island either. The island here is 16.7 miles long, right? And on the south end, there's a little village on the very south end. And the south end of our island is approximately 90 miles north of Seattle as the crow flies, right? If you want to draw a straight line from Puget Sound. No volcanoes. No, there's no volcanoes here, man. No. The nearest volcano would be Mount Baker in Washington and Mount Rainier in Washington. You can see them from here. You can see Mount Baker from here, and you can actually see Mount Rainier if you go up on top of one of our hills. You go on top of the mountains here, you can see Mount Washington, or Mount Rainier, which is southeast of Seattle. But no 5 feet of snow. No 5 feet of snow. Daffodils start blooming in early January here, and they bloom for a long time because there's, like I say, it takes a while to warm up here. Like, look at the hibiscus. It takes a while for them to get their leaves on it, but when they do, they bloom for a long time too. They'll bloom all summer. No, we didn't have any snow this winter. Not a flake of snow. Not one single flake of snow, and we've only had one frost. We've had one frost, and that was in February. I think it was the second week of February or something like that. And you got this really cool ravine down there. So you go down into that ravine, and there's a creek that flows into the ocean. And down there behind that clump of bamboo, there is a 40-foot tall bald cypress. And it's funny, I was down there yesterday throwing a bunch of palm seeds around. There's knees coming up everywhere from that bald cypress growing in that pond. But there's lots of palm trees in that forest, trust me. It's full of palm trees, like thousands of palm trees in that forest. There's oleander here. So some of these plants we will plant at our new place. There's a Trithrinax palm. That's a rare one from Argentina. Lilacs. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to move. I'd probably have to rent a big budget rent-a-truck just to move our plants, right? Because there's so many potted plants we have here to take with us. And I ain't leaving any of them with us. They're coming with us, our potted plants, man. These are my babies. Yeah, all these plants have a story. I could tell you when I planted all of these things, right? And Wendy, too, she planted so many things here, like all the camellias. She made this garden so much better. Wendy came into the picture. We've been together 14 years this year. I met Wendy in early January 2012. And been together since May 2012. Got married. We were engaged for a couple of years. Got married November 30th, 2016. So we've been 10 years this year. This will be our 10th year marriage. Wow. You said, no, Big Island, Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island. We call Vancouver Island the Big Island because Vancouver Island is just to the west of us, and it takes over 7 hours to drive from the south end to the north end of Vancouver Island. It's a big island. So we say Big Island. We say Vancouver Island is the Big Island to us. So that's where we're going to go to, Vancouver Island, right? Yeah. So Victoria is the capital of British Columbia, which is in the southern end of Vancouver Island, and the very northern end is Port Hardy. So we're looking anywhere from like Cowichan Bay, which is beautiful, which is looking right at our island, Maple Bay, which looks right at our island, and then as far north as like Qualicum. She likes Qualicum too, Qualicum Beach. Wendy really likes beaches, so Qualicum Beach is really a beautiful area, kind of lots of retired people there, and then I'll totally fully retire, and yeah, it's tough to leave this place, but we can start a new one. It's like getting a new canvas. It's like being a painter, getting a bare canvas and starting a new art project, right? When I bought this place nearly 35 years ago now, it was bare. There was no plants here. There was a forsythia. There was a forsythia over there, and I gave it the boot. I was going to just chop it down, but I moved it to the back of the property. Oceanfront. Yeah, oceanfront would be awesome, Adam, but so expensive. And then the problem is, the land taxes on oceanfront are so crazy expensive. So across the street from us is oceanfront, and I think our taxes are $4,000 a year here, and theirs are over $10,000 a year. So over double, right? It's like super expensive oceanfront. So yeah, if I was rich, oceanfront would be really nice. Look at the tree ferns unfurling fronds here. Those are Australian tree ferns. Yeah, oceanfront. Wendy would love oceanfront, I'll tell you. That would be really nice. If I win the lottery, it's funny, my youngest son came out on Friday and he brought me these 2 scratch and wins. No, 3 scratch and wins. Guess what? Won $20. $20, man. I never win on those bloody things. $20 on the scratch and wins. So that's pretty cool. I was pretty happy about that. I thought 300 a year. 300. Oh my God, you're lucky. God, no, we pay over $4,000 here, man. There's a beautiful palm tree right there. These ones grow in South Carolina where Mudbucket is. That's a sable minor, dwarf palmetto. This particular one is from Arkansas right there. So I'm going to show you how the tree fern's doing. I've been picking lemons. I like to use them in my stinging nettle tea. Man, I wish I paid $300 a year. You're lucky. That would be so awesome. By the way, I'm taking that tree fern with me too. That's coming. That's why I tagged it. You see? That's why there's a flagging ribbon on it, because that tree fern is coming with me. I'm going to dig it out. It'll be easy to dig out too. They're really easy to transplant. That needs fertilizer, that Pomelo citrus. But hey, this one's got 3 flower spikes on it. This bird of paradise. Hopefully it puts out another one. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to have really beautiful flowers on it. I got a little wind beaten the other day. And yeah, this produces some really nice lemons. This is a Meyer lemon. Oop, knock that off. There we go. Look at that. That's actually a nice lemon right there. There's some ones hanging down. I've had this thing for about 10 years. That one I got to pick. There's a bunch of them in here. So when I need a lemon for my tea, I just come down there and pick them off the tree. Right? So yeah, somebody's going to get a pretty funky garden here. This one's going to bloom soon. This is a dogwood. That's a Pacific dogwood, coast dogwood, our native British Columbia flower. It's wiping my lens screen off here. Kind of wet. So each one of these, and when it blooms, I'll have to do a live stream for you. Each one of those is going to be a flower, a big white flower. So that's a Pacific dogwood. They're absolutely beautiful. There's southern magnolia. We have a bunch of magnolias. That one I grew from seed. That's a southern magnolia grandiflora, native to the southeastern United States. And this accommodation is actually magnolia petal accommodation. So lots of magnolias here. Beautiful trees. Yeah, it's cool out here, man. It is definitely not warm. It's too cool for my liking. Damn, I wish I was, if I was 300 a year, I'd be laughing, man. You're lucky. That is so awesome. Cherish that, man. Hopefully it never goes up too much. Hopefully it never goes up much more than that. That is a good thing. You're very, very fortunate because, yeah, land taxes here on this island are expensive. It is an expensive place to live. I'm not going to lie. Living on a small island, filled up with gas the other day, and I didn't even fill the tank right up. It was 2079 a liter for the cheapest grade of regular gas. 2079 a liter. I think there's 3.75 liters per gallon. So you times that by 3.75. You guys can figure it out if you're good at math. 3.75 times 2, basically 208 a liter. So, you know, we're talking like $8 a gallon or something. I'll just buy some old cars and put, there you go. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Good man. Good man. Yeah, like our nearest neighbor's like way over there, and she's got acreage too, right? But you never see her. Just so, it's so quiet around here. It really is actually a really quiet area. And you got an outhouse too. There's an outhouse over there too. See that outhouse? There's an outhouse right there. Power ever goes out, got an outhouse right there. Funky outhouse. And lots of huckleberries. That's all wild huckleberries over there. Yeah, it's a pretty funky little island. Everybody gets along here. Everybody's friendly, which I like. You know, so I'll miss that. And I got a lot of friends here, which I'll miss. My kids grew up here. Now I'm looking for something that I potted up the other day. I just want to see if it's growing. Let's see here. Hopefully, I rescued a plant from a garden because the deer destroyed it, and I don't even know if it's alive. Doesn't look very good. Looks kind of crappy. Well, I'm going to find out soon enough. Might be dead. I'm going to go in the house. Yeah, it's too cold out here for me. And just to think, I'm going to go for a cold water swim after. I don't know if Wendy wants to actually go for a walk now. She was talking about a hike or something. I think it's better for me to stand in the house and watch the hummingbirds so I don't freeze my hiney off out here. There we go. Oh, that's better. There we go. That's much warmer on my hands. It's with the humidity in the air, it makes it feel colder. Happy birthday. Saw your old cold plunge yesterday as a 61-year-old. That's right. Now I'm 62. Time flies from your arm. It says 8 more years, Donnie, and I'm going to be a 70. It's 31 out, and I'm sure. Excellent guy. 31F. You know, I used to wear shorts year round. And as I got a little bit older, my knees started to ache a little bit. So I was like, you know what? It feels quite colder. I'm going to tell you. Let me just, let's go look at the temperature. I'll show you. I got a weather station. Oh, it's warm in here. With the wood stove going, I'll tell you how warm it is out here, how cold it is. Here. Oh, no, it's cold, man. It's cold. Look at that. That's why it feels cold. Look at that. 5.2 degrees Celsius. Oh, thanks, Don. I appreciate that, man. And thanks for tuning in. Look at that. That's only like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. No wonder it feels so cold. It was warmer when I got up in the morning. It's dropped. It's dropped down. Oh, and humidity. Oof, yeah, that makes it feel really cold, the low humidity. So it is a cold spring day, my birthday, and damp. Yeah, cold and damp. Oh, man. Too cold for me, man. Feels good with the wood stove going there. We got the wood stove just cranked in there. Cold, you know what? The dampness, Adam, it makes it feel so much worse. So if it was dry out, there's a hummingbird. If it was dry out, a dry cold, they say it's easier to handle. And one thing we don't get in the summertime, though, is high humidity. The humidity here on these Gulf Islands is really low. But at this time of the year, it's that dampness that goes right through the bones. And as you get older, you feel it more, right? So you're still a young one, 41. Oh, must be nice. Remember when I turned 40? 2004. Man, I went to Vancouver and stayed overnight in Vancouver. It's my ex and I. And my ex is a great gal. I'm still friends with her. Yeah. So I don't know what your winters are like. I'm guessing they're probably pretty similar to ours, like damp, really damp on the Atlantic coast. And your summers, I'm not sure what the summers are like. Actually, one of the guys I work with is heading there beginning of April. He's going to Halifax, him and his dad. Let's just make sure you eat some lobster and scallops. I know you guys got those Digby scallops there, man. They are good. Okay, so there's my birthday dinner going to be happening right here. Wendy says she's making me a birthday dinner. So she's got some vegetables chopped. Got some chicken. Price of chicken right there. That's where I work. See that? I do the gardens right there in maintenance for that grocery store. So I get 20% off of that price right there. Yeah, so that's what I'm having for dinner. And then there's broccoli. And then I got mushrooms. So yeah, that should be okay. I'm not picky, man. You know what I mean? That's cool if she wants to make me a dinner. I don't, as you get older, you need less things, you know what I mean? So, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. I like chicken. And it sounds like you like chicken too. So chicken breasts. So how many are in here? There's actually quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 of them, which is good. We can each get just about 3. Well, there's 3 of us because Krista lives here, right? So Wendy's daughter rents a room from us. She just moved back from the Big Island. She was over there. She was here, then there. Yep, less stress. Exactly. As I'm getting older, I become more of a minimalist. When I was younger, I had all these albums, and about 4 years ago, I sold them. It was 4 or 5 years ago. I had like 700 LPs. I'm big time into music. It's like they're sitting there collecting dust. I never listen to them anymore. Why do I need them all? So I sold them to a guy that really appreciates. He says he went through a divorce. He was an older guy, and his wife took all his albums, and he was a really nice guy. So I sold him all my albums. Wendy managed keeping a stack of about, I think I maybe have 40 albums left out of the 700 I sold. But so I sold him my rock albums, everything from Black Sabbath to Scorpions, everything in there, man. Megadeth. And she kept all my AC/DC albums, though. I wish I would have kept my Black Sabbath albums. It's my favorite band. And I got rid of those. I had turntables and this stuff was just sitting around collecting dust. It's like, why do I have this stuff sitting here? It's just stuff when somebody else can enjoy it, and it's just collecting dust and taking up room for me, right? So I don't have that anymore. I sold my other motorcycle. I had the other custom Harley, the smaller one. Sold that to somebody. And and like I move over to Vancouver Island, I'm going to have less stuff. Eventually, we'll have way less stuff, but I think I'm always going to have a lot of plants. I think in the garden, we'll always have a lot of exotic plants. That's what I like. Lots of plants around me, maybe less stuff. And they'll say, look at this place. We got tons of stuff in here. It's like she's got so much stuff on the wall. Could you explain to me how I can get some QSL cards? How does it all work? Oh, QSL cards? You got to get them. You got to get them made from a print shop, or you join a club. So I'm in the Alpha Tango Club. So I have Alpha Tango Club cards. So when you're in a club, they offer them to you. You got to pay for them. But so say you join the Needle Benders Club or World Radio Club. You just ask somebody in the club, how do I go about getting some QSL cards? And then they'll design them. A designer work with you, and then they'll print them up for you. So originally, I had all mine printed at a print shop. I designed them, went to a print shop, and they printed them up for me. 1,000 a lot at a time. I went from a living space of 1,200. Perfect. You know what? I like that. I don't need big. I don't want big. We don't want a big house. We have this place, and it's not a huge house. I think it's only 2,100 square feet, or maybe 2,000 square feet. But we don't really need all this space. It's just Wendy and I and Wendy's daughter, and she's probably end up moving out one day, or maybe not. Maybe we'll get a place with a basement suite and she can live in the suite, right? So we're helping her out too. But yeah, if you join a club like Alpha Tango clubs, the club I'm in, the only way you can get into that club, you have to work over 50 countries on your radio. So once you've worked over 50 countries on the planet, then you can get into the club. But there's other clubs like World Radio, Needlebender, Romeo Golf. You look online, find one of those clubs, and then they'll offer you cards. And then you can design a card. It'll have your name on it, your number, your location. And or there's people that send EQSLs too. And I'm not into that stuff. I like it through the mail. I'm old school. I like getting cards in the mail. And I have so many QSL cards from people. I got a big box of them in the basement. Those I won't get rid of. They're in an Apple box. But other things I didn't use, like I had a dinky car collection, like Hot Wheels, Matchboxes, hundreds of them. I sold those too. I sold them to this young guy that was just loved these things. And he was probably about 25. And he came over and he paid me like $400 for them all because he was just so into Hot Wheels. And I had all lots from the 60s and stuff. So it made him happy. I was happy to put a smile on his face. He was tickled pink to see all these cars I had. So I sold them to him that was probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. Just kind of downsizing, right? So, but I've only worked 5 countries. I need some better equipment, in the big truck. 5 countries is pretty good. There you go. I think I've done 110 countries now. I've worked about 110, something like that. I got them written down. Lots of islands, lots of countries. And so yeah, Alpha Tango asked me if I wanted to join the group. I think I've only been in the group a year and a half, something like that. I'm in other groups too, right? But they asked me and I said, yeah, okay. So I joined, and then they asked me if I wanted QSL cards. So I worked with one of the designers. I think it was in Italy. Alpha Tango Club's in Italy, out of Italy. Started in 1978. It's a DX club, skip club in Italy. Started 48 years ago, worldwide. Actually, it's funny. Yesterday, I worked at 43 Alpha Tango 106 in Australia, and I finished talking with them, and minutes later, Alpha Tango 105 in Australia. So it's crazy, right? So just one digit off. But yeah, there's so many different clubs out there. And Adam, when you get a radio, if you want a number, you can make up any number you want. You could use up part of your street address. Say your street address was 5862, you could do my unit number 586. You know what I mean? You can just use any number you want when you're shooting skip on the radio. And if you want a handle, you can make a handle on AM. You know what I mean? Easy to do. Easy peasy. On sideband AB003. Perfect. There you go. That works, man. That works. Yep. You don't have to be in any clubs. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'm just an Alpha Tango member because I do like the cards and I do like the club. But I really don't do anything in the club. There's a site and all that stuff. But, when I send cards out, now I got a nice Alpha Tango card to send out. I do have my own cards too, which I also send. I should actually, I'll show you. I'll go in here and I'll show you my cards. So I had them printed. The very first cards I had printed were in 1977, about 1,000 made up. Then in 78, I had some, and then I had some printed in 81, a couple of 1,000 cards. I'll show you. It's cold out there.
Yeah.
It's really cold out there.
We're gonna go walk.
Oh, it's cold. It's ugly. I don't know if I want to walk. I don't know if I want to. It's really cold. It's freaking cold. It's terrible. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll show you something here. Okay, so these ones, this is my design, okay? Because I do a lot of shortwave listening when I was younger. Shortwave radio around the world. There's my number and channel I'm on, British Columbia. SWLing is shortwave listening. And then the back of the card, I got these made in North Carolina. Used to be a QSL card company that would make cards for you. See, it's got the back on it to radio station. And then I got white ones. I had 1,000 white ones and 1,000 black ones. Yeah, that's cool, Adam. I made those when I was 16 years old. I designed those. And then I had them printed in 1981. right? So there's the white version of the black and gold one. So I had 2,000, 1,000 of those, 1,000 of those. And then here's my club cards here. These are my Alpha Tango cards. See, Alpha Tango Worldwide DX Group out of Italy, British Columbia. I told them what to put on it. There, and then there's the other side. Salt Spring Island, there's our flag. Hope to meet you again on the air. And then you fill out all this stuff there when you talk to somebody, right? Islands on the air. So, man, if I move, I'm going to have to get new cards. So that's what an Alpha Tango club cards. We are not strangers, only friends who have never met, which is kind of cool, right? Yeah. So there you go. So that's what my cards look like. And yeah, when I moved to Vancouver Island, you like that? It's kind of cool, eh? So, but you can make your own cards up. 88, you just, do a design like I did and take it to a print shop. I mean, you don't have to have color. There's black and white. I don't know if color cost a little bit more if I remember, but that's my own design. What? What's wrong? Okay, I gotta get out of here. I'm getting on my wife's nerves. There we go. Okay. There we go. So what do you think? Pretty cool, eh? And then you put that on there. That goes on the back. See? That's where I got it made right there. That was a QSL card company right there. They used to make so many cards. Lexington, North Carolina. Yeah, didn't cost me very much back then. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go outside. Ooh, too cold. Old school communication, exactly. I like old school communication. It's the best way. Oh, that fire is warm. Right there. Yep, Don, I like it the old school way. I'm just like, I am old school. I'm going to say if the cell phones ever go out, I can still talk on my two-way radio. That's why I like it. And a lot of people that have two-way radios kind of think the same way too, right? They're very awake. And and a lot of them like to send cards by mail. So easy peasy, right? I mean, at the price of frickin' postage now, it's kind of a rip-off, but I still get cards flowing in. I get a lot of cards coming in from Europe, South America, Australia. I had some last week come in from Brazil, and I send mine out to them right away. Telegraph is dead, though. Yeah. Oh, you mean Morse code? No, people still do that. People still do Morse code on ham radio. There's Morse code happening, but I don't do it. I actually have an oscillator, and I was kind of learning it years ago when I was 16. I was starting to study for the ham radio exam, but I never did. So I just stick with free band, 11 meter band. Don't need a license, And no, I just like talking to people on there. It's fun. It's just, to me, it's just a good hobby. There's a lot of people into it for the same reason. It's just kind of more of a social thing, and you talk to a lot of the same people over and over. So it'd be like kind of going to a coffee shop, but having a coffee and talking with somebody, but you're talking to them, that could be thousands of miles away. I'm a big fan of using post office. It will suck. Yeah, same with me, Adam. I use the post office a lot. USPS is going to start charging a fuel. What? No way. Oh, man. Well, at the price of fuel, eh? Oh, my God. It's like I said, it's so expensive here. Fuel is 207.9 a liter, right? And 207.9 a liter is, times that, like I said, by 3, I think it's 3.75 liters per gallon, right? So Starlink is working well. Thanks, man. Yeah, well, thanks to Adam for letting me know to flip the thing around. I had the thing upside down. So Adam told me, he says, you got to flip it around. It'll work better. The little thing inside the house, I had it facing on the ground, on the sill, and now I got it facing out. So it seems to work way better. I think it's 43%, I think. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, yeah, I bet. I know, no kidding. I bet you it surely is. Starlink is, thanks, Don. I'm glad I have Starlink. It's good. Yeah, it'll be a drag if we ever lose the post office. You know, when I go into the post office now, it's really dead. And I said, is this the calm before the storm? I will say that when I walk in there, and they said, you know what they said to me? They said, Joe, there is no more storm because there's so many couriers now, and Amazon, they've taken away a lot of the business of the post office. So when we get stuff delivered here, a lot is a company called Dragonfly Delivery. It's kind of like not UPS, kind of like FedEx. And they've taken a lot of the business from the post office. Hey, 333, good to hear you out there. I'm glad I got some skip today as my birthday skip. I'm relaxing. I'm just not really doing much today. I'm said at 62 today. It's my birthday. I'm just chilling. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, we're nearly $8 a gallon, and that's for the cheap grade of gas UDX 4083. Isn't it a ripoff? As a kid, I remember lines at the lines. Even not that long ago, Adam, there was lines at our post office here. I'm talking even like a year ago, a year and a half ago. Howdy, 333. I talked to 333. Happy birthday, buddy. Joe, made it to 62. 8 more years, and I'm the big 7-0. I keep thinking 1 more year closer to death. God, that sucks. I feel good, though. I don't feel that old. You were coming in good, 333. Coming in really good. I put the video gate on on Jungle Josie video gates, and actually I have you on this one too on Gulf Island Rock, because I do shoot on Gulf Island Rock as well. I had the Android sitting there, and it's so funny. So Wendy's daughter, you missed it. Her battery was dead in her Forerunner, so I went out there and jump started. I had the live stream going. Then I decided to. I'm 4 ahead of you. Oh, you are? I thought you were younger. Oh, I thought you were younger than me, man. Wendy is 66. Yeah, so you're the same as Wendy. Wendy's 66. She's born in 59. She's a 1959 model. In December, she will be 67. Whoa. I went for the older woman this time. My other ones were younger. So anyway, you're not old, man. You're not that old. It's all upstairs. I tell you, I did a stress test on Tuesday at the treadmill, on a treadmill at the Pulse Clinic. So what they do, I go down there, do it every year or so, year and a half, and they put probes all over my body. And I get into the waiting room there, and I see people wearing sweatpants and running shoes. I got my frickin' work boots on, my jeans, and they said, "Are you ready?" I says, "Yeah, I'm ready." So I hop on the treadmill, and it starts off flat, and it starts off just at a walking pace, and every minute it goes faster, and every minute it goes more of an incline. So after 5 minutes, you're running, okay? After 5 minutes, you're running on the treadmill. So I went 15 and a half minutes, and I said, I'm just getting too hot here. Shut her down. She says, "Yep, okay, no problem." And I said, "Did I do okay?" And she says, "Most people only make it to 8 minutes." That's what she said. I made it 15 and a half. Last time I did 16. So you know what? I feel good. They tested my heart and everything. They says I got the heart of a 32-year-old. So that's a good thing. I did a stress test and sent me cat lab for stent. Oh, I got one too. I got a stent. I got a stent put in 2023, late December 2023. I had a stent put in because I'll tell you why. I was getting shortness of breath and I couldn't figure it out. I work out. I don't smoke. I rarely ever drink. I drink lots of water, and I'd be hiking up to the mountains, and I'd be like, what's going on here? What's going on? My lungs, something wrong with them? So I went to the doctor. They put me through a CT scan, and it showed a partial block of 68 or 69% in one of my arteries. So they put me into the stent. I was awake when they did it. It's like day surgery. Flatline. You flatlined? Dude, did you see the light? Did you see anything when you flatlined? So I'm on the table. They go in through my wrist here. I'm talking to these 3 beautiful nurses and this doctor while they're doing it. I'm watching it on a big screen, 72-inch TV beside me, and I'm watching them put this stent in, and I was out of there. It was a day thing. The stent went in at around 10, and I was out of there at 3:30 in the afternoon because I had to wait around to watch me. And I says, "I'm bored here. Can I go yet?" And they says, "Not unless you can show me you can do a lap around this." It was in a big room. I was in a big like waiting, like a recovery room. I says, "Yeah." So I was going fast. I did 8 laps. She says, "We're not in a marathon here." She says, "Yeah, you can go." But I had to wait till Wendy to pick me up. So I'm glad you're doing okay. You flatline. That's scary. Joe, got an idea for a Quaker parrot, aka cheap, cold hardy parrots. They add wild tropic fuel to your island. Would you help with tourists and have them New York City, all over the. Oh, really? I used to have real parrots, Punisher. I used to have real parrots. The last parrot I had was a Maximilian Pointus I had for, I don't know, 14 years, 16 years, 16 years. And then I had a macaw. I had a blue and gold macaw for a few years, which is still alive. I was dead for over, what? And put my soul back in my, no way. Are you serious? Wendy always watches these near-death experience shows, and she always watches these people, and they talk about what they saw when they were dead, what happened to them. Some people actually did see stuff, man. It was pretty wild what they talk about. Crazy, Adam. That's why I got to tell Wendy that. Blood, no way. Blood clot, crazy. Long gone as the wild ringneck parrots. Those can take cold. Wow. Yeah, we don't have any parrots around here. Mine used to free fly. My Patagonian conure I had for 10 years finally got nabbed by a hawk. That was in 98. I bought it in 88. I've had a beautiful cockatiel too. But that wasn't a parrot. I gave that to my aunt and uncle before I moved here. Blood clot. Yikes, dude. Just the new beginning. Wow. Did you see anything when you were dead? Did you see anything? Body expires, the soul does not. Dude, crazy. And then Joe in there in Missouri had the stent. He flatlined. No, I didn't flatline, nothing like that. But I tell you what, you know what's really interesting? I had to do the stress test before my stent. So before my stent, I did the stress test, and I think I did 15 minutes on the treadmill. After my stent went in, I had to go in shortly after, and I did over 16 minutes on the treadmill. And this time I did 15 and a half minutes. But I just remember doing the stress test before the stent, and man, I was really gasping for air, trying to catch my breath. I had to tell her to shut it down. This time I was just freaking hot. Next time I'm going to wear my sweatpants or shorts and running shoes. I was coherent a bit, had ambulance shock. They didn't know. Whoa, that's crazy, dude. Sent me home with an EpiPen and said good luck. Holy crikey. Joe, that's crazy. How many years ago was that? Mine was when I had my stent. And stents are easy peasy now, buddy. They're just like, I talked to one guy, he says, yeah, I got 9 of those things. Got 9 stents. It's like, I don't know if I want any more stents, but the only thing that hurt about the stent was putting it in my wrist. Everything else was like no big deal, but it was so weird watching it go into my heart when I'm watching it on the big screen, right? Look at these guys. These guys don't live long. I think hummingbirds only live like 5 years or something, and then they're done. You imagine that, just buzzing around for 5 years and then you frickin' drop dead. So, as a species, we live quite a long time because I think, back in the dark ages, I don't think people lived very long. I think, if you made it to I think that was probably old back in the day. Like, I'm talking like 500 years ago. So if you were like 60 years old or something, you'd be like freaking ancient. But that's pretty cool, Adam. That's pretty amazing. I might stent, but it's USA can get it down to 50. So I got another 2. Had to wish. Oh wow. So you do. So you have 2. I might get a stent. USA get it down to. Oh, I see. So you don't have one. You got to watch your cholesterol. 2019. Okay, so mine was 2023. What a rush. I step away. 1 step away. I know. That's crazy, man. So Adam had a near-death experience. You were dead. There's that fat hummingbird. There's that fat one. Look at this. What's it going to do? I thought it was going to actually get on top of that. Oh, there's 3 of them there now. Yeah, no kidding. That is really bizarre. Yeah, it's weird. I'm totally awake when they did it. That morning I went for a mountain bike ride. I felt funny when I got back, started having magic mushroom experience, got the dial 911 cell phone, the voice in my head. Wow, that's crazy, Adam. Man, that is just absolutely insane that you actually died and came back to life. A lot of people do experience things when they die. They see things, right? They see loved ones and this and that. halfway through my stress test, I realized I didn't have a plan for stepping off the mill, so I just kept going. Doctor came after. I'm scheduled for next week. Wow, is that right, eh? I just was running like crazy at the, whoa, look at this hummingbird. I was running at the end of the stress test, 15 and a half minutes, and I was just like running as fast as you could. But yeah, it was, well, actually, I wasn't running as fast as I could. The treadmill was running as fast as it could go, and I was more like into a really fast walk on this treadmill, right? But I had my boots on, my leather boots, so it would have been better if I had my shorts and running shoes on. There's another random hummingbird fact. Actually, mate, it's only lasts 1 to 3 seconds. Holy cow. Is that right? That's crazy. They're pretty cool little things, man. I just love these things. I can never get enough of watching them. That's the fat mama over there. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing. I see the raven too. Raven's flying through the trees over there. Probably want some food. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go give the raven some food. Blockage in the lower left. Yeah, mine wasn't a widowmaker. Mine wasn't on the widowmaker side, Adam. Joe. Mine was on the other side. He says it wasn't the widowmaker. Thank God. You're lucky, Adam. Yeah. Somebody's watching over you, buddy. Somebody's watching over you. Same with you too, Joe. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go give this to them. See that? I'm going to go give this to my friends, the ravens. The ravens are out there every day for me. There was one watching me in the tree the other day. It's making noise. Maybe they'll come around. There they are. I see him right over there. There he is. They're there. Okay, let's go give him some rice. I gave him some chicken bones the other day. Those things eat everything. They eat every single frickin' chicken bone. Can you believe it? I can hear him. And so he's watching me in the tree yesterday, and he's like clucking away, making these funny noises and flapping his wings and looking at me. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay, buddy. And I hope you're doing okay too, 333, man. It's always good to hear you on the radio, and you got to enjoy each day on this side of the ground. Rice will make them constipated. Don't worry, I give them prunes too. I gave them some curried rice the other day. It's in the tree, so hopefully my thing's not going to die on me. There's my little tram. Hey, Joe, I was in here earlier talking on my radio and doing it live. It was kind of cool. Gave my stepdaughter, a jump start, sat in the truck, and talked to 623 Charlie out there in Illinois. Okay, so I put it on this water drum. Firewood piles going down. That's kindling and more kindling. Damn straight. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, your tickle's still working. Just got to take care of it. Got to stay away from a lot of the really bad fatty stuff. Doesn't hurt to splurge once in a while. There we go. You know, the little birds will eat this stuff too. There we go. Hey, hey, ravens. Come on, buddies. Okay. He's up in the tree somewhere. Let's see. Can I hide behind the tiki? Where is he? He's out there somewhere. He knows. You want to see the bananas? I'll show you something, man. So we grow bananas here, and they're small this year. I've had these things 17 feet tall, but no protection. They got a little fried from that one frost we have, but those are bananas, man. See, but they're growing. They're already pushing out growth right there. Look at that. Those are actually banana plants. They'll look really nice. I got to cut that crappy stuff off them. Hey, thanks, Don, for tuning in. 621 Charlie might eat it. Right on. Still working too much, but it's a habit. I know. And I mean, whoa, it's good to keep working. You know, I mean, the heart working too, but I still, I'm semi-retired, and it's always good to keep moving around, do a little bit of physical stuff, keeps you in shape. Linda's crows are out front eating peanuts, and I put peanuts out for them too. But these guys are going to come down. He's watching me. He's up in the trees in the back 40 there somewhere, and I bet you he's going to come down as soon as I get out of sight. They're really smart. Sometimes I'd set my, you know what? Sometimes I would set my camera up there, the GoPro, and I would capture them eating. I think I hear him. Where is he? Got to be quiet. I bet you if I hide behind my truck, we can get him coming down. I bet you. Let's just put that there. Let's see. That's cool that Linda feeds the crows, man. I think that's awesome. There he is. There he is. He's right there. See him? There's the raven. Hey, buddy. I left you some food. Go eat that. Hey, guy. I know. It's for you. Can you see him up there? Doesn't zoom in very well. There he is, right there. Look at him. Hey, buddy. Hello. Yeah, he's happy. Go eat your rice. Just plain rice is better than nothing. They're big birds, man. Look at that. He's happy. That's a happy raven, or she. Maybe it's a she. Time to scoot. Hey, thanks, 333. Take care, buddy. Take care of your heart. Stay healthy. Always good to hear you out there, my friend. And we'll be talking to you soon. Check out the video gate on Jungle Josie video gates that I shot of you. There's Krista. Look at that bird. I love that raven. I appreciate you coming in, Joe. And we'll be, like I say, we'll be listening for you. And apparently Wendy wants to go for a hike now, so. Come on, Raven. Come on down. He's doing his wing. Yeah, good luck. Thanks, Adam. Oh, look at that. He's a big bird. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my battery just went done. Dead.